The American people are ready. I've been a professor at the University of Pennsylvania and taught for years in constitutional law before that. And I want to tell you, these young kids, they get it, man. They understand. They're energized. They're energized. Unlike any of you women, some of you men are old enough to remember the late 60s. Remember what it was? It was drop out, go to Haight-Ashbury, don't get engaged, trust no one over 30. The day I graduated and walked across the stage to get my diploma was the day my second hero. I only had two heroes other than my dad, political heroes. Martin Luther King and Robert Kennedy. He got murdered the night before I walked across that stage. The morning before I walked across that stage. That spring semester, that's when Dr. King was assassinated. And folks, there used to be a really wry comedian named Lenny Bruce back in those days when I was in college. And he said, they kept saying there's light at the end of the tunnel, the Vietnam War. So there's light at the end of the tunnel. He said, yeah, there's light at the end of the tunnel. It's a freight train. That's the light. But folks, what happened? All of a sudden in a 2-year period, the entire generation said enough. So I said, I come from very modest means. I walked across that stage, not a joke, determined. Not that I was going to run for. I love these biographies about me now that they knew I was going to run for office. To get engaged, to change things. Well, these kids are the same way, man. They get it. If the 18 to 30-year-old votes in the same percentage the rest of the population votes, that's 5.9 million new votes. They can own it. They can own it. They can change it. So folks, we're in a different time. I'll end by saying, I used to say to Barack, why don't we take a victory lap here, man? He said, we don't have time to take a victory lap because everything landed at his desk but locusts. No, think about it. It was the first financial recession, the greatest recession short of a depression in American history. All new, never happened before this way. And he did an incredible job. But look what happened as just one example. People at the end of our term didn't even know that the coverage they had was because of Obamacare. They didn't even know it. And all of a sudden they started taking it away. People said, whoa, Jack, I didn't know that. And folks, people are figuring this out. So we got to go out. Everybody knows who Donald Trump is. No, they really, even his supporters know his character or lack thereof. Nobody is defending this man in terms of his character. But folks, here's the deal. We got to let them know who we are. They want to know who are we. What do we stand for? And I can tell you from my perspective, we choose hope over fear. We choose science over fiction. We choose inclusion over exclusion. And we got to make it clear, and we will. As I said, I've never been more optimistic. Like I said, when I got elected as a kid, I was the young, idealistic guy. I'm more optimistic about America's chances now than ever been. We have more great research universities in the United States of America than all the rest of the world combined. And you own them. They're not owned by corporations. Every major fundamental change from the human genome on has come out of one of those universities. Monetized is a good thing, not bad, by businesses. But it come out of there. We're in a situation where we have the most productive workers in the world. Our workers are 3 times as productive as workers in Asia. We're in a situation where we have the most agile venture capitalists in the world. We're in a situation where we have a population that is, in fact, by and large, devoted to making things better for people. We don't leave people behind. And folks, I think it's time, and I mean this sincerely, I think it's time for us to lift our heads up. Remember who in God's name we are. This is the United States of America. And we have never, 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 never failed to do what we set our mind to if we do it together. That's why we got to unite the country. People get it. They really do get it. And I believe it. And part of a president's job is to persuade persuade, not to dictate, persuade. Lay out for people why it's in their interest. I remember we all had to learn about President Kennedy's speech about going to the moon. Kids today still have to look at it and deal with it. The one line in that speech that I remember more than any other from the time I was a kid to now. The one. Why are we going to do it? Yeah. And what the next sentence was, and because we refuse to postpone. I refuse to postpone any longer the opportunities. We have a chance to do this. It's not rocket science. It's within our power. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look me over, please. I really mean it. Thank you.